All right, everybody. Here's the next episode to One and a Half Mexicans. Now, let me preface you with this. This week's episode is going to be 30 minutes. We just want to try out something new, see how you guys liked it, if you like this format more, or you like the 45 minutes plus format. Anyway, without further ado, Daniel, will you start off with our first topic?
All right, let's talk about the fight that happened on Saturday between Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. and Jake Paul and Nate Robinson.
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
All right. All right. So first, let's talk about the Jake Paul and Nate Robinson fight. All right. I I, I found it surprising that no, actually, you know what I found out
What?
that was crazy.
What?
Nate Robinson's only 5'9". That's pretty short for a basketball player.
Wait, he's 5'9"?
I mean, yeah, he's 5'9".
Wait, how tall is
He
Jake
was a
Paul?
clip. Jake Paul's 6'1", I think. Yeah, I think he's 6'1".
He should be on a basketball team.
I don't know. He's too impulsive. He probably shoot on his own team if he gets pissed off with them.
Yeah, that's why he should be on the basketball team. I want to see that happen.
It's not even about basketball anymore. It's about entertainment.
Yeah, have you never seen me play basketball? I never played for the sport. I played to entertain.
Luckily, I haven't. I'd
Okay.
probably be laughing my ass off looking at you.
You're gonna be in the opposite team, but you're laughing so hard I could just steal the ball from you. I don't even have to do anything
Yeah,
fancy.
but you shoot on yourself.
Okay. Okay,
Dude, how
buddy.
can you see with all that hair?
Listen, it's a trick. And magicians never revealed their trick.
You're no magician, dude.
Nobody am a voodoo doctor.
But anyways, yeah, Nate Robinson's only 5'9", and Jake Paul's only 6'1". But the thing with Nate Robinson is he has a 6'11" wingspan. You know, he had that length,
Have you ever
and that
watched
advantage to beat Jake Paul.
Have you ever watched King of the Hill?
No.
Well, you probably don't know this, but basically, Hank Hill, the main character, his dad, his legs got cut off during the war, but so now he's basically just walking on stumps. But I think his dad was 6'4", so now it just looks like he has a orangutan on. So that's all I could think of when you're describing Nate Robinson. I was like, so is he like Cotton?
Yo, at least he has more dignity than Nate Robinson after that fight. He got knocked out the second round.
Yeah, like that was brutal. The first time I heard of it, I didn't even know like that fight was going on. The only fight that I knew about was the Mike Tyson fight. And when my mom showed me the clip, I was like, "Wait a minute, is that Jake Paul? Huh?"
Right? I mean, I saw the fight, due to legal purposes, I can't disclose how I watched the fight. All right.
Due to me not
But
caring purposes, I didn't see the fight. But I wish I did now.
you didn't miss much. I think the YouTube clips are fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that Jake Paul fight was a disaster. They don't know how to fight, both of them. They're terrible. I think during the first round they try to get under each other, like some UFC match, but they're boxing. They're not. It's not the UFC.
Yeah, it's not a mixed martial arts. You can't pick people up.
Yeah, you can't pick people up. I don't know what they're trying to do. Trying to make out. Trying to make out. What the hell? I support the LGBT community. Okay, I do not make fun, but that was just ridiculous. And they kept hugging each other. I think they had some beef. When was it? I think a couple months ago.
Yeah, like wait,
I think
why
Nate
is it
Robinson
those
said,
two fighting? That's like
yeah, Jake Paul called him out a couple months ago, and then they wanted the smoke. Robinson challenged. They both challenged each other, and you know, ended up with Robinson's face on the floor.
got knocked
I was
out
just thinking right
stone
now.
cold.
Stone cold. Hey, but his comments aged like aged like crack. Did it age pretty well?
It aged like your mama.
Aged. Hey, respect my mama. She feeded you.
Yeah, you're right.
Um,
It's crazy. Jake,
also,
it's crazy. Paul's family went from finding bodies to making them. And that's it. We're off the air. We're never making another
we're
episode.
off the air. We're canceled. All the Emilys are canceling us. Damn, we're gonna get Twitter canceled.
Good thing I deleted my Twitter.
Good thing I don't check Twitter anymore. I still get notifications when Trump tweets, which is sad because he tweets all the time.
Yeah,
I hear
I
my
never
phone.
even for Twitter. I never even searched up stuff, but somehow I still keep getting that SJW stuff on my timeline. I'm like, who am I following?
Right? I don't even follow Trump. I searched him up once, and then I keep getting his notifications. I get the GOP notifications too.
Like, I don't know what's worse, going through Twitter and seeing QAnon stuff, or going through Twitter and seeing SJW stuff.
No, what's worse is getting knocked out by Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Second round. How old is Nate Robinson? I think he's in his late 30s. So he's not as athletic as he was like in his prime. So I'd say, and then after the interview, look at so Jake Paul starts saying that some humble stuff like, oh, like he respects Nate Robinson's basketball career, and then he starts talking this massive shit. You know, he's like he's gonna knock both Conor McGregor and Dylan Dennis. You know,
He's not
both
doing
like
anything to
UFC and MMA
McGregor.
fighters. Well, he's not gonna do anything.
McGregor is
Even
going to turn
McGregor
to
challenges him.
McGregor is going to turn him into a pretzel.
Not even a pretzel, dude. He's gonna shove his Lucky Charms up his fucking ass. And then Dylan Dennis, also MMA fighter, he's also gonna kick his ass, and I don't know how that's gonna end. Jake Paul's he's probably gonna want to quit his boxing career. What's left of it? It's not even a boxing career. He just won 2 matches, and both were one was an influencer and one was Nate Robinson. Not much to like be bragging about.
I feel like
And then
Jake Paul, I feel like this is the career path he's going to go down, though. He's just going to
I mean
start
he's
beefing
already
with everybody just to get in a boxing ring.
I mean it's the way he speaks, you know, I feel like he was dropped as a kid a couple of times. So I say this is a suitable path. He's used to the headbutting and being an ass. He also challenged Logan Paul and KSI. His own brother? Kind of crazy.
Yeah, but I think they hate each other. Or, like, they don't really like each other.
No, Logan and Jake were talking on their podcast after the fight.
Really?
They're fine.
Oh.
Yeah, they're I guess they want to take it mainstream, you know? They can't.
Yeah. I thought it was that Logan didn't like him, or like he kind of stayed distant from him because Jake never cleaned up. Like, you know how after the Suicide Force incident, Logan Paul kind of cleaned himself up and did better for himself and his image, while Jake just pretty much went downhill.
He's still going downhill. He was telling, I forgot which media outlet he told. He was telling media outlets that he's having parties because he thinks COVID's a hoax.
Yeah,
You know?
I forgot what the exact quote was, but he was like, I think he said something like Corona is like 96% fake or something like that. I was like, huh?
I think it's 98.
That's what he said.
Yeah, 98%. But what are you talking about? It's pissing me off. You know what pisses me off more? He wants to fight Austin McBroom. You know who's that? You know who that is, right?
Let me look him up.
That's the guy from the Ace family. In his prime, my guy was a basketball player, but now he's just a stay-at-home dad. Like, what? Sure, you want to like pursue a boxing career, but why you want to box a stay-at-home dad?
He looks like
It's
a
only
knockoff. What's that guy? The guy that looks like a knockoff Drake. He looks like a knockoff version of that guy.
knockoff version of the knockoff Drake.
Yeah, the basketball player. You know who I'm talking about, right? Something Ball, LeVar Ball,
Oh, LeVar Ball?
or is that
LaMelo?
yeah, LaMelo?
Uh,
LaMelo.
Wait, so there's LaMelo. Lamelo, Lonzo, and then I forgot the other guy.
Is it Lamelo?
Lamelo's the youngest one, and Lonzo
No,
was the
I
oldest one,
think it's Lonzo, the one I'm thinking of.
or Lorenzo, I think.
No, I think
Yeah,
it's
I think it's Lonzo.
yeah.
It's Lonzo.
The first time I saw him, I was
Yeah,
like,
but
wait, when did Drake get into basketball?
Drake's into basketball. Have you ever heard of the Drake curse, where any team Drake supports, they
Oh
lose?
yeah.
Yeah, don't be. If you want to get into basketball,
It's like
don't become friends with
it's
Drake.
like the Madden curse where anybody that's on the cover of the newest Madden game, they end up getting some injury where they can't play for the season.
Never heard of that one. Yeah, but wait, you seen a picture of Austin McBroom, right, Cyrus? You just saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, he cheated on his wife and did all other shady
I
stuff.
mean, look at him.
His only form of
What do you
yeah,
expect?
his only form of exercise is forcing his kids to be on his vlog. Just chasing them to be on their vlog. I think
Yeah.
that's his only
I feel
form of
like those
exercise.
YouTube channels should be illegal
They should be
because
illegal.
it's I don't know. It seems like it's like how for Hollywood and the entertainment industry, you can't force kids to act like 24/7 like a real actor would. Like for I think for what's that old show called, Sweet Life on Deck, for the scenes that Zach and Cody weren't in together, they swapped out the kids from time to time because they couldn't be there all the time like a full paid worker because that's against the child labor laws.
You know what should be against the law too? Kissing your child on the mouth. Brady, if you're listening to this, stop doing that.
Wait, who?
Tom Brady, you know how he kisses his children on the mouth?
I feel like that's just some southern thing.
Sweet
Wait, is Tom
home
Brady from the south?
Alabama. I don't know. Pay attention to Brady.
Tom Brady. He's from California.
Even worse. Higher taxes and much.
Taxes make me cry.
Taxes are fine. Just put them on the rich. Cyrus, you're the type of dude to say taxes are theft.
It is theft. It infringes my right from having money.
Oh, you know what is theft too?
What?
You know what is theft? Tyson should have won that fight. Tyson should have won. It should have been a draw. Tyson should have won.
I feel like
he was the one.
I feel like it might be not staged.
It was rigged.
Like I know, not even like rigged. Like rigged behind the scenes, just so that they can have another fight to make more money.
I don't think Tyson's gonna fight. Wait, actually, he was talking about how fun it is.
Yeah, because Tyson is airing that stage where like even if he is super healthy, if like one wrong punch is thrown towards him, that could be dangerous. Just because he's so old, and older people's bones are brittle.
Dude, my guy Tyson wakes up in the morning and runs a couple of miles, and then goes work out in the gym. He's still.
I don't even think I walked a mile this year.
I don't think I've gotten out of the house this year. I think the farthest I ever walked was like 100 feet, let alone a couple of miles. But Roy Jones Jr., dude, that guy's a mess. He was already panting by round 3. Already tired, sweating. Man, he might not. Imagine him in bed like that. Oof. No wonder his game is trash.
Okay, buddy. He's old. What do you expect?
I mean, he's 51. He shouldn't be that out of shape. His last fight was 2018, a little over 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm 19 and I'm that out of shape as well. Probably even more out of shape.
Because you're an American.
Yeah. Why you gotta be so rude?
You sadly admitted defeat. Wait, you know, I was just imagining right now.
What?
You know how in Wakanda you have to fight the current king to become, the new king or
I,
the new
I
leader?
like where this is going.
If Jake Paul and Nate Robinson were fighting to be king, they suck so hard they would just throw both of them off the cliff and then pick some random person in the audience.
I thought you were that sounds
No, I
good,
was gonna
but
reference.
I was thinking about having uh to fight for the presidency. It's a boxing
We should
match.
have a boxing match for the presidency.
Yeah.
Whoever's the fittest gets
I mean,
to
our votes
win.
don't matter anyway. You might as well just have them box it out.
No, there's a couple of counties in Massachusetts where they turned blue because one person voted Biden. One more person voted Biden than Trump.
I wish that happened for the Libertarian Party.
Dude, the libertarians are never gonna win. They're too
They're
radical.
never going to win.
Have you have you seen Joe? We're not even talking about politics. This is boxing.
Boxing
All
is
right.
politics.
I mean, it's rigged like politics, that's for sure.
No, I think politics is slightly more rigged.
Nah, boxing. Wait, yeah, because there's more money that's involved with it.
Yeah.
And okay, this is probably gonna either piss everyone off or everyone's gonna agree. Floyd Mayweather's not a good boxer. Hugging does not make you a boxer. All right.
I don't get why he doesn't just do or has he done some MMA?
I don't think he's done MMA. I think he's just solely a boxer.
I guess
But he's
but
not good whatsoever. He doesn't deserve all the clout he has.
it's probably from his lineage because I think his father was a boxer, right? And his uncle too.
Yeah, like I know his history.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's famous because I mean he has to be somewhat good to not go down in a ring, but
No, because if you put him against someone like Muhammad Ali in his prime or Mike Tyson in his
I mean yeah,
prime,
Muhammad Ali, he's pretty much I think people say he's the best of all time when it comes to boxers.
but you can't really say that because it's like comparing Michael Jordan and LeBron. You can't really say.
Yeah, but
Sure, you could compare the
yeah, but
points and stuff, but you can't really say.
you can say that Michael Jordan was the best.
But LeBron's also good too. And this is where people start commenting in the comment section. Who's better?
Actually, I think I'm
But
the best. I could beat both of them at basketball. You know why? Because they're too tall to catch me.
Cyrus, you're 5'8". You're not that short.
Shh.
Dude, and they can also reach for your hair, pull it. All
I'll
right,
wear one of those ball caps.
ball caps. You already looked ridiculous. You want to look more ridiculous?
At least I don't look like you.
Wow. All right, I'm going to your house. I'm gonna beat you up right now. Wait, actually, we should stage a fight. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, stage a fight with no video. Let's see how well that goes.
No, we're gonna do a boxing match. I mean, we probably
During
could
COVID?
beat up. We could probably beat up Jake Paul. So why not beat each other up?
Yeah. I wonder how that would go. Jake Paul versus two teenagers.
No, I want Jake Paul to go against Mike Tyson. 1000%. Because,
um,
uh,
do you literally want blood on Mike Tyson's hands?
I mean, he already has blood on his hands. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess.
He, I mean, look, all right. He bit off that guy's ear twice. Okay, on top
Wait,
of beating his
twice?
wife twice. So okay, so he was fighting this guy. I forgot this guy's name. I'll search him up right now. And he went into for the ear bite. Okay, and then they called it, and then they started fighting again, and then went into the other ear bite, and then then everything.
Who's
Like,
training this man? Why does he go for ear bites? I can understand the first one because it's the heat of the moment, but like after the first one, I would have been like, all right, Mike, you gotta cool yourself. You can't be doing that. You can't be biting
Oh,
people's ears
Evander
off.
Holyfield.
What did you say?
Yeah, Evander Holyfield. That's his name.
Better change its name to what's that painter's name?
Van Gogh.
Yeah, I was about for some reason I'm about to say Picasso. I was like, that's not the right guy.
Look, I'll show you a picture. But yeah, he bit his ear. No, is Tyson struggled a lot with bipolar disease. So it's kind of, I guess that's like kind of the reason why he was so aggressive during the ring, you know?
Yeah,
And and why he was such a great boxer, because look at, all right, he was known as a great boxer, okay?
yeah.
And one of the scariest men alive. But damn, that voice doesn't suit his body whatsoever. It's kind of hilarious.
I mean, he is a boxer, so you know.
But you gotta love Mike Tyson, even after all those years, he even went to jail and stuff. That was technically the end of his career and his prime.
Yeah.
What's up?
But then, like right after he was released, he shot right back up. Not in boxing, but as a celebrity.
He was always famous, you know, and his iconic tattoo, you know. Can you even see that tattoo without thinking of Mike Tyson?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's his signature.
Yeah.
No. Cyrus, you know who I'd love to see in a fight?
Who?
I'd love it.
Who?
Biden and Trump. I'd
I
love to
know.
see them fight.
That's why I've been telling you. I love to see two old people. And when I say old, I don't mean Mike Tyson old. I mean old. I mean like you shouldn't be a president old.
Johnny, my hip. It hurts. Old.
All that I could see is Trump doing that little dance, like, and I don't even call it
The
a
jerking
dance.
off
It's
dance? The jerking off dance? Yo, I can imagine his jerking off game with Putin.
oh no, I feel like Putin, is built like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he takes his clothes off. Like, I don't believe he's like some old man. I believe he's built like a tank.
In Mother Russia, we eat bears to, to provide protein to the tanks, also known as me. Oh, Vladimir Putin versus Angela Merkel. That would be that'd be amazing.
Who's that? That's
You-
the UK Prime Minister, right?
no. The UK Prime Minister is Boris Johnson. Angela Merkel is the Prime Minister or the Chancellor of Germany.
Same place.
You know how they always have beef and talk shit about each other?
Yeah.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Yeah, you know it should be double team with Trump and Boris Johnson and Angela Merkel and and Joe Biden.
You know what? They should make a game about this. World leaders against each other, like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but I wonder how legal that would be because they obviously can't use their
As
face
long as
and
they don't use
likeness.
Muhammad, that's fine. As long as they don't use Muhammad, it's fine.
Evacuate the game studio. Yeah, that reminds me of that one time the Activision studio, it got a SWAT team called into it because it looked like there was a terrorist in the building, but what it turned out, it was just a cutout of a Call of Duty figure with a gun in his hand.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was. Have you heard about the how EA staged Christian protesters once they released Dante's Inferno?
I think I might have heard of that. Was it just to
Yes.
stir up
So they
publicity
hired
for the
like
game?
actors to portray protesters. Like, oh, you're pissed off, like pissed off protesters. Like, like, oh, you shouldn't portray, or you shouldn't make a game with demons and stuff.
Yeah.
Which actually triggered Christians,
And
and then they started
and you know
protesting.
how successful that campaign was? I don't even remember that game.
Very successful.
Yeah. While the actual Christians campaigning against games, I remember the games like Grand Theft Auto and some other ones.
They should make an abortion game to really piss them off.
I feel like there is a game like that already. For some reason
Abortion simulator.
Postal 2 comes to mind. I feel like there's something that has something to do with that in the game. You know what Postal is, right?
No.
So basically Postal 2 it's I'm dying. Basically Postal 2 is like it's like GTA on steroids. You can't I don't think you could steal cars in the game or anything like that, but with the violence and the amount of like grotesqueness in the game, it's overboard. Basically think Manhunt, but it's Manhunt against civilians.
Ooh, America.
Because the term postal refers to just going on a killing spree. That's why the game is named that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think there should be a Mortal Kombat game. To include all the world leaders. Or
Yeah.
actually, no, this is no. Yeah, this will get us canceled. I'll keep it
Say
to
it.
myself.
Say
No, I'm
it.
gonna keep it to my. No.
All right, everybody. We're back after a jump cut after Daniel says something that would get him even more than canceled.
Give me arrested.
He's going to the penitentiary.
I'm already Mexican. That'll just be my Uber drive. Hey Cyrus, you heard that Biden broke his foot earlier this week?
What, like an old person?
Like an old person. Surprised it wasn't his hip. Yeah, he got a
Yeah.
hairline. He was playing with his dog, and um,
All
yeah,
these
he got a
presidents
hairline
and their
fracture.
dogs. Every president has to have a dog. Why is it a dog? A dog. A dog. Woof 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 woof.
Hey, okay, we're
Can't you
gonna go
just get a
Alex Jones
cat?
on this. Hey, we're gonna go Alex Jones on this. Okay. What
Oh
if that
no.
dog work is working with neo Nazis
Or Al Qaeda?
or Al Qaeda?
Are they even around anymore?
Probably.
Probably
You
to
know.
what? Al Qaeda or neo Nazis?
No, no. Neo Nazis are all. Yeah, they're around, but I don't
Yeah,
know about Al
somehow.
Qaeda. They're still around somehow. Hail Hitler. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's just weird because you would expect most of them to be, or all of them to be in Germany, but for some reason they're all in the U.S. Like, what connection do you have to them?
Right. So, look, if Biden could get a hairline fracture just by falling while playing his dog, it's not looking for him in the good for him in the boxing match. Trump should challenge Biden for a boxing match. Whoever fights gets to become president. Whoever wins the fight
Yeah,
becomes
you
president.
know what? I feel like I want Trump to do that. Just like as his last reign as president, just challenge Biden to a fight to become president because like what else can you do? I mean,
I
he's
mean, he is golfing,
yeah, but that gets boring after a while. I mean,
dude.
Trump
My guy has
Trump
been
wrestled
golfing
before, so
since
he
the
could
beginning
definitely
of his
box.
Obama versus Trump, the Kenyan versus the Orange Man.
Ooga booga.
Ooga booga, ooga booga.
I have no idea how that would turn out. But I feel like out of all the presidents that have ever lived, I think the best matchup might be Obama and Teddy Roosevelt.
Why?
Wasn't Teddy Roosevelt kind of like, built?
No, Bill Clinton in his prime versus Donald Trump.
You just want to see Trump get put in a casket?
Not even. No,
Okay.
it's the people that have been accused of sexual misconduct.
So basically everybody in his cabinet?
And then at the end of the fight, they're gonna be like, I did not have a fighting relationship with Donald Trump.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy.
Whatever you say, whatever you say. You might have fixed the economy, but Monica also fixed that, economy down there too.
Yeah, when Trump was saying that he fixed our economy, he was talking about his family's economy.
Yeah, made them richer, but made everyone else poorer.
But that's just the way of America.
All right, we're gonna leave you guys off here. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. If you haven't seen our last video, go check it out. We posted it at a really inconvenient time. This was right before Thanksgiving, so
Yeah,
everybody busy.
everybody was arguing with their families last week. They didn't have time to argue with us last week.
But the unions are destroying the country, Cyrus.
Corona isn't real, man.
Shut up, Grandpa.
Okay.
We're not gonna have guests anytime soon. I posted a comment on our last video. We're technologically innovative. Cut that off. 3, 2, 1. We're not going to be having guests anytime soon. We're technologically limited when it comes to recording. If you have a really good mic, you have a really good setup, and you have a really interesting topic to talk about, leave uh either DM us on Snapchat. It'll be in our bio. And yeah, we'd like to have you on.
But yeah, last week's episode was really interesting because we had our first guest on, Marcel. So please be sure to check it out if you haven't. Anyway, we will see you all later.